Welcome back to another episode of my Georgia Bulldogs Dynasty. We have made it to the SEC Championship game here. In year three, we will yet again be taking on Alabama. Before we do so, we are getting our contract extended. As you can see, we've been very successful so far in National Championship. In year one, 2 SEC titles. Made it through our first undefeated regular season. I think I said in the last episode this is our second straight one, but I did remember that we lost to Mississippi State on the road in year two. We are going to take on Ryan Williams and the Alabama Crimson Tide for the second time this year. This will now be the fourth time in the series, and we have beaten them by double digits the first three times. And beat them earlier this year with one of the best games from Gunnar Stockton on the season. Over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Of course, a big day for Tobias. Roger Robinson scored 2 touchdowns, and Vernon got on the ground as well. But it was Anthony Evans, one of his best games of the season. 9 for 191, 2 scores. They play a very aggressive man press defense that created a lot of opportunities for us. I'm pressing all kinds of buttons. Create opportunities for us to get Anthony Evans loose down the field. So obviously we beat them. They're at 8-4. They are not going to make the playoffs if they do not win this game. So obviously they're desperately trying to. And we already went over the schedule when we played them the first time. They got a couple of big wins over Tennessee, and then the big one here over Auburn. But they did lose to Florida. They've not been great this year, but considering the fact they started off 0-2 and lost to us in the middle portion of the season, the fact that they've made it this far is pretty impressive. They had to have this game over Auburn, and they got it done in big fashion. We'll take another look. We'll just do their stats since we have played them before. But yeah, really a rock-solid team. I have to just see if we can get it done again. We were able to run the football and beat them down the field. Ty Simpson, it's a redshirt senior, is their starting quarterback. He's had a very strong season. Justice Haynes is over the 1,000-yard mark and double-digit touchdowns for them. Richard Young is their second leading rusher. Ryan Williams closing in on that 1,000-yard mark between this game and the next one. He should get there, I would think, but it's actually Jalen Hale who's leading the team with 11 touchdown receptions, and Emmanuel Henderson there with 6. Ryan Williams did not do a whole lot against us in that first matchup. He's obviously capable of the big game. Capers leading their way pretty easily there in tackles. They get into the backfield a little bit, and they do have Hunter Osborne as their main guy to watch when it comes to sacks, but Xavier McCoy is right behind him with 6 sacks. But yeah, it's SEC Championship game. We're looking to win our 3rd straight, and we've had success against Alabama. I think that we're better than them. I think as long as we take care of the football, I really think we're going to end up being okay. Make sure that we pick our playbook, and yeah, we'll go ahead and we will get things going here. Let's see if we can get the dub. So we've obviously clinched a playoff berth. Not at all worried about losing that, but you always want to get that bye. So far we have had the byes these first 2 playoff runs. Obviously disappointing to end against Kansas State in year 2 with one of Gunner's bad days. But he's been really good as of late. He got benched in a game earlier this year, came back against Florida in the following game, really lit it up and has played really well since then. Still is having some turnovers, but really went through a funk in the middle part of the season, cleaned that up here as of late. Let's see if we can get this win in Atlanta. Of course, this has been a game that has been played a lot in this stadium in recent years here over the last half decade to a decade or so. Let's see if Georgia can come out on top for the 4th straight time here over against Alabama. And Boyce with a really nice return to get things started for Georgia is over the 30. Both these teams have been really good on 3rd downs. Both these teams have been really good on offense. Both of them have been more pass heavy than I think you would expect. Like when I think about this Georgia team now, what I think about is the run game, the power run game with Tobias as they come out of that funky 4 to 1 side formation. It's a run straight up to Tobias, a gain of 4 there. But Georgia has ran the ball really efficiently this year. Hopefully that trend continues here against what is still a good Alabama team as they go under center. It's been 2 tight end sets here to start things off. Going to be a carry to Bias. Tried to cut back. Is it being wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage? Quay Rusaw leading the way. And we now have a 3rd and 6. Georgia's completed over 50% of them so far this year. One of the best in the country. Stockton, 3rd and 6. He's going to take the snap. Going to get this over to London Humphreys, who's able to make the big 3rd down catch there to keep the drive going. Gunners coming off of a lackluster game for a lot of it against Georgia Tech. 2 bad interceptions, one of which being a pick 6, but ended strong when he really needed to. And Georgia's been very tight end heavy so far in this matchup. Gunners going to take it. Going to try to get up the field to run in the power read himself. Able to take that one for a 1st down. Obviously, that's been the big Kevin Vernon formation and play here over the past week and a half or so, as Georgia's offense is continuing to evolve. But Gunner can run that style offense a little bit at least as well. Bias with a short carry there. Bias will stick. It's a bunch set over to the right. Lucky by himself over to the left. Gunner takes the snap. Able to barely get the screen off. He's able to set up the blocking. Gets a 1st down on that. Gunner really stood in there. Made a big throw. Georgia now is going to go empty. Stockton takes the snap. We'll try to get this over to Togo, who does get a short 3-yard catch there. Looked like they wanted to try something up the seam. Didn't get the look they wanted there, though. Stockton now. Oh, and he did a pump fake. Gets it over to Lawson Lucky, and he gets knocked out. Bray Hubbard just barely getting back in time. As we take a, oh, is it not going to let me watch the replay? Yeah, so through the pump fake out there to Anthony Evans, was able to get both of the guys to bite. Connor just maybe a little slow there on the throw. Yeah, that's it. I mean, he dropped it in a bucket there, though. Lawson Lucky just not able to bring it in. Would have been a big touchdown for the Mackey favorite. It's now a 3rd and 7. Connor. Try to set something up here. Gunner's going to take the snap. Going to get this over to Blank, who catches it, but does not get the 1st down. Georgia's going to have to attempt a field goal here. Wanted to throw over to London Humphreys, it looked like originally, but did not get the look they wanted. Woodring's kick is up, and it is good. Georgia is not finished with a touchdown, but they do get the field goal. Woodring had a, like Stockton with the turnovers, Woodring definitely had a spell there in the middle of the season, not being able to make his field goals. Has gotten a little better, though, here as of late. Now let's see if Ty Simpson of this offense can get unlocked. Had more success than they have over the past couple seasons against Georgia in the first matchup. Can they find explosive plays? I think that's going to be the big thing. Georgia, I think, is going to really try to take away this run game. Really nice play there from C.J. Allen. But that would be where I think Georgia is going to attempt to start. See if they can take away the run. As he is going to be harassing Damon Wilson with a gigantic sack on Simpson, a huge loss. It is now a 3rd and 26. Yeah, this is set up to be a really good opening possession here for this Georgia defense. Simpson has to just throw it away before he gets sacked. What at least appears to be the Heisman Trophy favorite, Kristen Miller. Alabama's going to have to punt it out of their own end zone. Not the start they were looking for there at all, as that is taken for a fair catch right at the 50-yard line. Georgia's going to come out in a 4-wide pistol set. Stockton takes the snap. Just a direct handoff to Bias. Running heavy there. Gain of 5. Stick with the 4-wide. Stockton's going to take it. Oh, ends up throwing that wide over there to the right, to Anthony Evans. That pass does fall, or does end up being completed. Two tight ends, 2 wide receivers over to the left. Stockton. It's just going to be a handoff. Really nice play there as Otis wraps him up in the backfield. So far, it's been a bit of a struggle to run the football. 2nd and 13. Cantrell sent in motion. Alabama having to do a lot of maneuvering here on offense. He's going to take his one-on-one shot to Cantrell, and it gets knocked away. Excellent play there from the safety. He got ran over by Tobias a couple plays ago. Stockton, 3 wide receivers. He takes the snap. To get this over to Cantrell, who is going to get the first down, a gain of 13. Left a big void there quickly on that pass. Gunner read it quickly. Got the throw off. The safety stayed a little wide, and he was able to find the hole as Tobias wrapped up here again by Otis. 2nd and 11. It took Tobias a while to get going in that first matchup as Stockton takes the snap. Nope, that's not going to work out. Going to fall incomplete, thankfully. Now let's see. Georgia decides to do here. It's a 3rd and 11. Stockton sends Evans in motion. It's a screen out to him. He's got the block in. Could have gone a little wider there. Thought about trying to just get that one up the field and then tried to bounce it out late. Bad read there from Evans. Doesn't happen to him a whole lot. And Georgia is going to go for this one, and they are bringing Kevin Vernon out there. Got to know what to expect here. Alabama goes goal line with Vernon. He takes the snap, and Vernon's going to pull it. He's going to go, and he's going to run. He's going to get down to the 2. Vernon had 2 rushing touchdowns against Georgia Tech, including 1 run where he broke 3 tackles. Got through 1 there, but did get drugged down. Vernon takes the snap. It's a handoff to Tobias, who falls into the end zone in Georgia. Quickly up 2 scores here. Tobias, the nation's leading rusher, is putting up one of the most impressive campaigns in Georgia football history. Finds the end zone there. Woodring is out to tack on the extra point. It is an early 10-0 lead for the Dogs. It's obviously early, but they have really had Alabama's number here the past 3 seasons. Taking for a touchback. Alabama, you know, at this point, if you're the Crimson Tide, there's no reason to leave any play unused. Any trick play you've got to use them. If not, your season, you know, as far as major importance is over. You have to win this game. Make the college football playoffs with 4 losses. Really rebounded well after an 0-2 start, went 8-2 the rest of the way. But they did not give themselves a whole lot of room, and there's Ryan Williams making his first big play of the game. What a throw from Ty Simpson. Ellis Robinson was all over him. Sometimes you have to, you know, give good players their due. Not like the way this is. Christian Miller, for some reason, is over here in coverage. That's going to be just a run. Justice Haynes with a big carry. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Should have just called a timeout. Christian Miller, for some reason, was out like playing linebacker. That's the end of the first quarter. Alabama with a couple of big plays here on this drive, looking to get on the board here, try to tighten this game up. Georgia dominated that first quarter. Alabama had it for 3 plays, one of those being like a 16-yard sack. Georgia again has clinched the playoff spot. They're looking for the bye. Haynes sent in motion. He's going to throw it over to the right side. That one is picked off by Ellis Robinson, who's going to break a couple tackles, and Ellis Robinson's going to take it out. Almost broke that one big. Looks like there might be a penalty on Georgia, though. It's going to be a roughing the passer. Big mistake there from Damon Wilson. He's had a couple of those during his time here in the red and black. It was a bad time to have one. Sets up Alabama with a 1st and 10 right at the 11. 2 running backs and 1 out wide. It's going to be a kind of a read option. Gets that over to Richard Young, who gets into the end zone. Really nice decision there from Ty Simpson. Young just kind of waited out. That essentially ends up being almost like a read option screen. I know I guess would be considered like an RPO, but Alabama showed a lot of patience right here. Got it out to Richard Young. Got really good blocking on the edge from the receivers there as well as Dexter Dallas. Really looking forward to him as a route runner and what he could possibly produce for us in the future. Takes it out to the 18. Georgia is back out on offense. Single high safety look. Send Tobias out in motion. On the wait, tries to dump that one to Anthony Evans, but Stockton gets hit right as he tries to let that ball go. Second and 10 here. Stockton so far has done a really nice job of taking care of the football. Takes the snap, going to get the screen out to Tobias. Does not get the first block, but he does get the first down. Georgia's just so patient in how they attack you. A lot of guys here around the line of scrimmage. Stockton's going to take it. It is going to be a handoff to Tobias. Takes that for a gain of 5. Nice job of rolling forward there. Stockton, some play action. Going to get this over to Lucky, able to hit him in stride as Lucky beats the safety in one-on-one coverage there. Able to make a big play. And a really, really nice job there from Lucky. Had a couple of drops here in this one. This Cantrell in motion. It's a jet pass to him. It's a little bit of blocking. Ends up being just a 1-yard gain. How does Georgia want to attack here? 2nd and 9. They run the 4 guys to one side. Nobody out on the left. It's going to be just a toss out to Tobias. Going to get wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. 10 carries, 18 yards for him. Definitely been a slow start. Stockton takes it. London Humphreys has got his man beat. Can he put it out there for him? And London Humphreys cannot catch it. Humphrey has dropped a couple of those really nice down the field throws from Stockton. Got the one-on-one coverage there again. London just cannot make a play. That's actually recovered by number 97, actually caught that. Reggie Hobbs on the tackle. All right. Alabama did what they needed to do there on defense. Is Haynes with a nice 3-yard carry there, brought down by Kristen Miller. Three wide receivers, man sitting in motion. Going to be a jet pass. Really nice play there from Justin Williams. Able to get off his guy. Able to disengage and make the tackle. 3 wide receiver, tight end in the slot. Haynes in the backfield. It is a pass. He's going to be harassed. It is Jordan Hall with a massive sack there for the Dogs. I think I'm going to make that the thumbnail. It's a little after play kind of shot. Let's see. Let's do, yeah, just do a little, I don't think I've ever done a Jordan Hall thumbnail, so we'll do that. 10-7 lead here for Georgia. Gotten a couple of big sacks. Alabama forced a punt. Boys will call for the fair catch. Georgia with good field position here, though, again. And they come out, 2 tight end pistol set. Dobson going to take it, and Blank just missed his block there on that end. Osborne, them guys end up making a really nice play there. Alabama's doing a nice job of doing the things that kind of take the life out of a drive. Stockton takes the snap. That one is picked off. Tried to just throw it in front of Evans. Hopefully he could catch it in stride, but that one is going to be picked off. Xavier Brown in Alabama in good field position. Not a good decision there for Gunnar Stockton. He's played a lot better. That was not one of those moments, though. Carry for Justice Haynes. Gets good blocking there. Christian Gunnar finally wraps him up. It's a gain of 6. Georgia's getting blown off the ball a little bit here. Trying to defend this run. Ryan Williams there in the slot. It's going to be an RPO, but he does hand it off to Haynes. Gets a first down. 3 wide receivers over to the left. It is going to be a carry. C.J. Allen brings down Haynes, but it's a gain of 4. The interception looms large. Your defense gets their second stop. Just making a poor decision. You can't do that. You've had success against Alabama, but this is a good football team despite what the record says. Better than the record, I guess I should say. Word it that way. Big 3rd and 4 here for both teams. Oh, and he tried to make a throw, but what an interception. What a play from Harris, able to pick that one off with a diving grab. Ty Simpson doesn't want to hear the fans yelling UGA. Makes a crucial mistake there. What a play from Daniel Harris. A diving pick. I think he had his man right here on the right side. The tight end open would have been a first down, but instead he throws it wide, and Harris just undercuts it. Makes a really, really nice interception there. Georgia all the time in the world. Just gotta make plays. Go 4 wide. Alabama playing with that press man. Stockton is going to take the snap. Anthony Evans, a clean release, and he's gone. Number 5 is going to go for 6. He had the gigantic game against them earlier in the season and strikes big here. Off the interception, Gunnar Stockton drops a dime. You've got to play safety help. I mean, I think Xavier Brown has proven that he cannot cover Anthony Evans down the field. He did get the interception on the, the underneath throw, but he cannot cover him down there like that. Anthony Evans strikes. The best wide receiver in the SEC. For my money, he's been the best wide receiver in the country now for the past 2 years. Continuing to make massive plays. He's over the century mark in this first half. Almost went for 200 against them in game 1. Strikes were one of the longest plays for Georgia this entire year, if that's not their single longest play from scrimmage. Simpson, it's a handoff to Haynes. Jordan Hall just blows that one up. Already a sack and 2 tackles for loss for him. Same formation for Alabama this time. They will drop back to throw. Simpson ends up dropping it off. Excellent play there from C.J. Allen in the open field, bringing down Haynes. Sets up a 3rd and 6. That kind of a stack look over to the right. Nobody was Simpson. good enough athlete to make a play, and oh, nice throw to the tight end there. Thought C.J. Allen was maybe going to be able to jump up and grab that one. Never leaves his feet, though. Nice throw from Simpson. Got Henderson now in the backfield with him after the hurry up. Going to be a carry to Henderson. C.J. Allen with the tackle up. Now at the 2-minute warning, this Georgia linebacker group is just something else. To throw over to the left side, Henderson going to be tackled down by Harrison and C.J. Allen. It's a 3rd and 3. Georgia has a tendency here to go a little man, be aggressive, and they are going to be aggressive here. And he gets Ryan Williams, who is going to score a touchdown. Ryan Williams was able to beat K.J. Bolden there in man coverage. Ryan Williams getting close to that 1,000-yard mark on the season. Just scores his first touchdown against Georgia in his career. The kick is up and it is good. Alabama playing tough. 17-14 lead here for the Dogs. Both teams with interceptions, both teams with big plays in the passing game around those interceptions. Georgia going to start off at their own 21. Bunch over to the right. Stockton takes the snap. Try to get this out to Lucky, who's going to get the catch. Doesn't get much beyond that, though. Stockton hurries up, takes the snap. Get this underneath to Evans. Tries to get a little shifty. Georgia's going to take a timeout. They're playing up again. Tobias goes in motion. Gunner just has to get that one away before he gets sacked. 2nd and 10. Stockton's going to take it. Oh, try to get that throw off. He takes a big sack there. Had guys underneath that was looking for the big play. Probably should not have there. They're going to go empty. Georgia not afraid to throw the football. 3rd and 18. You would think they just run it and make Alabama take the timeout, but he is going to drop back. Going to get this to Tuggle. Doesn't get much. It's a little bit of it back, but Georgia, of course, is going to have to punt here. Force Bama to use their 2nd timeout. Zana puts a nice punt there. We are wrapped up by Aguero. Alabama's got good field position, just one timeout. Probably need 25 or so here to get into field goal range. Oh, I got a tight end wide open over the middle. DeMello and C.J. Allen there on the tackle. Alabama has found success through the air. Just to get that out to the tight end again. C.J. Allen, Julian Humphrey there on the tackle. Here we go 5 wide. Ryan Williams in the slot. Watch out for that. Gets it to Ryan Williams. And C.J. Allen misses a tackle. Big play there for Ryan Williams, who was over the century mark himself now. Making plays. Was a little quiet in the first matchup. They made sure to get him involved here early. Alabama's going to have to take a shot to the end zone here. Nope, they're going to dump it short. They're going to take a timeout. They have no timeouts. Excuse me. And Georgia survives. Alabama was in field goal position there. Ends up not being a good decision from Simpson to dump it down. Georgia up 3. played, I think, largely well there in the first half. Alabama is definitely getting some pressure on Stockton. Bad interception that he threw. Thankfully, we're able to get one right back. But, yeah, 3-point lead for Georgia. It's going to be just a read option for Simpson. A nice big run out of it. It's a first down. Still at negative 12 yards, even with that first down burst. Haynes, nice job there. Allen a little bit out of position. Haynes able to take advantage of it. Quickly out to Ryan Williams. What a tackle. Justin Williams on Ryan Williams. 3 guys here over to the left. This looks like a run, and it's going to be a read option. Simpson with a gargantuan gain again there. We're finally being brought down. Mentioned it earlier. I mean, he's a guy that can, that can hurt you. He's a good enough athlete. It's not his calling card. 4 wide. It'll be a handoff. Haynes able to make a nice move there. Ends up being kind of just a one-on-one between the center. Really, I guess a 2-on-1 between the center, Haynes, and C.J. Allen. Alabama wins that matchup. Now Williamson in motion. It's just going to be a run to Haynes. Only able to bring him down with a gain of 5. At some point, you'd like to see Georgia get a little aggressive here. Richard Young. Yep. Going to be a nice play out there to Ryan Williams-Aguero with the open field tackle. It might have otherwise been a touchdown. Now it's 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers over to the left side. Georgia has to be really careful with how they play. Oh my Lord, Ryan Williams. Jumped off the line of scrimmage, and Haynes takes the catch and gets inside the 5. Georgia now looks like they might be trailing for the first time against Alabama in 3 years. It's going to be a play action, and they hound him. Damon Wilson on the sack. Aguero missed Simpson initially. That drives him back. It is now a 3rd and goal from the 11-yard line. Where is Ryan Williams? Over on the right side. Simpson ends up just dumping it underneath. Never had a chance. They're going to have to kick a field goal here to attempt to tie it. 6 catch for Lockwood there. Kick is up and it's good. All tied here now at 17. Dallas is going to take that one for a fair catch. Georgia will start off at the 25. Seems like it's been forever since Georgia's had a real offensive possession. They're going to come out 4 wide receivers. Tobias in the backfield. It's just going to be a handoff to Tobias. Gets good blocking that time. Gets a gain of 8. If this run game gets going, could be the key here. Stockton flips it, hands it off to Tobias, able to get up the field, runs through a couple of arm tackles there. It's a first down. It's 31 yards on 13 carries for him. It's going to be a 3rd straight run, and this time Tobias breaking for another first down. Sometimes that's all it takes, though. I mean, it's now all of a sudden you feel like this run game is in motion. Roger Robinson comes out here now for the first time. Stockton takes the snap. They get this to Lucky, who does not break the tackle, but gets a gain of 4 out of it. Kind of using Lucky as an extension of the run game. 3 catches for 29 yards for him. Tobias back out there after a 1-play breather. This time, Otis, they're able to get him wrapped up in the backfield. It's now 3rd and 9. A lot of press. Don't look like they're going to send pressure. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to lob this to Cantrell. That's going to be a touchdown. Cantrell on the slot fade. The safety doesn't get over. In the cover 2 look, Cantrell ends up running wide open. Stockton drops a dime to him as well. Throws it wide enough the safety cannot get over. Stockton, that's a really patient, really nice throw. Cantrell goes for 6 there. Yes, the cover 2 invert. They don't get back. Cantrell makes one of the biggest catches of the season for him. Woodridge's kick is up and it's good. It's a touchdown lead again for Georgia. Striking big there on the 3rd down play. As a defense, you have to be so infatuated with what Anthony Evans is doing that you can lose sight of guys like Cantrell. A guy like Cantrell has had a great season. Outside of dealing with some injuries in the middle part of the season, I mean, he really has been excellent. Able to get this underneath to Henderson. It's a gain of 7. Long way to go in this one. This is going to be a play action. Nice throw over the middle to Henderson. Almost breaks that one. Humphrey does finally bring him down as the last man. Daniel Harris definitely kind of hit on that play action, opened up a spot there. This is going to be a play action again, and Ryan Williams catches that through traffic. Takes a big hit from KJ Bolden and Aguero. And lives to tail the tail and hangs on to the ball. Williams now over there on the left side. Dump that off underneath. Is it going to be a holding on Alabama? It is. Alabama's going to get called from holding. That's going to bring it back here. Going through one of those little glitchy moments. Come on now. Sometimes with these penalties, you get the little hiccup there. 1st and 20 now. It's going to be a carry to Haynes. Kind of expecting a play action there. He's 5 yards back. 2nd and 15. Haynes is starting to get going as well, averaging over 5 yards a carry. They go 5 wide. Ryan Williams on the right side. Just go underneath C.J. Allen. And DeMello end up bringing down Henderson. Having a good game here as well. 3rd and 9. Haynes sent in motion. This is going to be a gargantuan sack. Kristen Miller, Georgia's 4th sack of the game. All of them have been just huge losses. Alabama now is having to attempt a big field goal here, or will be as we start the 4th quarter. Georgia right now up a touchdown. Alabama is trying to make it a 4-point game. Teams have been essentially dead even so far, really across the board. About as even a game as you could have possibly asked for. I mean, within a couple of yards of each other on everything. Georgia, though, holding the lead. Kick is up, and it is good. Gets it through the upright. Which gets the job done there now. Georgia needs a drive here. Preferably from their run game, I think. Boyce, not a great return, just up to the 18. Georgia is going to come out with Kevin Vernon. You know how they like to attack with him. There's going to be a handoff to Bias. Gets locked up in the backfield. They stick with Vernon out there. He takes the snap. He's going to try to scramble out wide. Dumps that over to Blank, who is able to get his feet in bounds. So 3rd and 6 now. Weren't able to extend that just enough. Stockton's just going to have to throw it away. On the third down, Jeremiah Beeman back there on him. Could not get the look they wanted. Lozano boots it away. Looks like he might get decent coverage here, and he does as Cole runs him down. 4-point lead for Georgia. 10.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 4 wide receivers on the field. It's going to be a run from Haynes, but Damon Wilson runs him down. Raylan was right behind him. Wilson having another great day, the senior. And so good, empty set. Just gets that over the middle. C.J. Allen with a nice tackle, sets up a 3rd and 9. It says 5 tackles for C.J. Allen. I think it's more like 20. Got to talk to the stat keeper on that one. Going to be a draw to Haynes, and what a call for Alabama. Able to just keep C.J. Allen out of position. Able to make a play 3 wide, tight end in the slot. Simpson is going to read option it again, and Raylan Wilson puts a big hit on him, but it's a gain of 5 for Simpson. RPO gets the catch and is completed. That's Hale. Oh, Hamilton, excuse me. For the 1st down. It's going to be a read option. Simpson is eating them alive. What a play from KJ. Making the tackle through the block. Be a handoff. Richard Young makes C.J. Allen miss, and that's going to be a 1st down. Going to be a carry this time to Haynes. Robinson finally tracks him. Gain of 5. Be a false start on Alabama. That's huge. Backs them up 5. Make it a 2nd and 10 now. Oh, we're getting that shit again. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Come on. So just dumping it off to the tight end. Run him down. 3rd and 12. Three wide receivers. It's just going to be a run to Haynes. Christian Miller tackles him down. 4th and 7, yeah. They were apparently planning on going for it the whole time. He's going to hound him. It's a 4-man sack on Simpson. That is putting Alabama in a really tough spot here. Georgia has not really ran the football all day. Tobias, it's a carry. It's a gain of 2. This is easily Tobias' worst rushing performance of the season. Georgia letting the clock run down. Senior quarterback Gunnar Stockton. It's a handoff. Tobias sneaks up. Tobias is going to get a 1st down. He's going to break several tackles. What a carry for number 1. Trying to put his stamp on this game. What a run that was. Let's take a look at that one again. Just ran a stretch play. Tobias kind of gets through the hole there. Bam, 1, 2. Yeah, broke 2 tackles and took a couple of guys to get him down. Alabama in a really bad spot. Stockton. It's going to be a handoff to Tobias. Running hard again. It's a gain of 6. Kevin Vernon now coming out there. Vernon takes it. He's going to pick it up. He's going to get tackled down. Vernon has not been able to create any explosive plays. Not that they've run it with him a ton. Third and 4. Stockton gets this over to Lucky, who gets the first down for Georgia. Lawson Lucky. Not the most exciting play, but able to just jump up, get enough of his body to make that a first down. Now Georgia's in a good spot. Vernon is out there. Going to be a carry for Vernon. He runs it right up the middle. Hits the afterburners. It's an easy first down. Vernon, so much speed there. Georgia now. Forcing Bama to take a timeout. Cantrell in motion. It's a jet pass to him. Georgia's getting a little tricky with it, and Cantrell's inside the 10, inside the 5. He ends up running out of bounds, but Georgia now in a big-time spot. Stockton out there with Tobias. It's a carry to him. Tobias gets into the end zone, and Georgia's going to go back up 2 scores. What a drive. An exclamation point. Georgia up 2 scores now. 2 touchdowns for Tobias, an extra point. I mean, Alabama will be down a field goal, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion. Georgia looking for their 4th straight double-digit win over the Tide. Alabama will start off at their own 23. Can Ryan Williams and Simpson find some magic here again? Simpson's going to be sacked by Jordan Hall. It's going to give up a lot of cushion. Simpson, there's nowhere for him to go. It's another sack. Damon Wilson is there again. They hurry it up. 1:10. That's a throw. Picked off. Ellis Robinson tried to force that to Ryan Williams, and Georgia is going to come away with another victory over Alabama. Getting the job done, winning the turnover battle yet again here. Ellis Robinson matched up against Ryan Williams, and Robinson makes the play. Georgia here is going to take a knee, and the Dogs going to have to take one more timeout there from Alabama, or I guess a couple of more. We're going to have to actually run a play, okay? Force them to take their timeouts. We're just going to take the knee again. I'm going to put this down extremely low here. Oh, it's going to make me sit here through all this. Georgia At least looks like they're going to get a double-digit win here, 31-20. Again, a really impressive victory over an Alabama team that I really think is better than the record has showed for them. And happy that we're doing it. It looks like we're going to clinch the first round bye. Probably going to be the #1 seed here for the college football playoff. Lozano takes the snap, punts it away, taking for a fair catch. 24 seconds left. I'll take the odds that they don't score twice here. Simpson trying to find somebody to throw the ball to, just throws it away. Georgia's dropping everybody back into coverage. We'll throw it away again. 3rd and 10. This is where they really got Ty Simpson into bad spots earlier in the year. 3rd straight throwaway. Ty Simpson largely was so good today. A couple of absolute dimes, but 2 interceptions. End up really tailing the tail as that one is going to be his 3rd interception. Julian Humphrey is going to take it in right here at the very last second. The pick 6. Georgia puts Alabama away, now in much more emphatic fashion, as this game was certainly, I believe, closer than what the score indicates. Could not get that last second run off. Georgia's going to come away with a 38-20 win over Alabama. Again, an exclamation point on the regular season. Big time finish. Just put this one away. Where they have to return it, go make the tackle. Roderick Robinson in Georgia, an 18-point victory here in the SEC Championship, continuing to get the job done. What a performance. I mean, it just all around great. I mean, you had the interception from Gunnar Stockton. Tobias could not really run the football, but did find the end zone twice and was really good in the 4th quarter over his last 7 or 8 carries or so. Anthony Evans, Fernando Cantrell making big plays down the field for Georgia. And I think that was the big thing when Alabama got it close. You know, they hit the big play to Ryan Williams. Kind of stuck around, but Georgia made bigger plays in the past game. Won the turnover battle 3-1. Alabama at the end of the day just don't have enough. This Georgia team is looking really, really special. This game, for a lot of it, was obviously really even. Kind of over that 4th quarter, Georgia started to distance itself really in a lot of facets. Neither team was great on 3rd downs. Georgia was 1 for 1 on 4th. Alabama 0 for 2. Won the turnover margin. Stockton 18 of 26, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Vernon just 1 for 1, 4 for 4 yards. Tobias 20 for 72 and 2 scores. Vernon 3 for 32. Did have the big 26-yard run. Showed off a lot of speed. And Stockton taking the knee certainly hurts his numbers there. Cantrell 4 for 76 in the score. Evans 4 for 124 in the score. Lucky 4 for 34, but did have the really big 3rd down conversion. And yeah, London Humphreys 1 for 13, did have a big drop though, and what would have been another long play. He's really struggled with that throughout the year. Allen leads the way with 12 tackles, Bolden with 10, Guerrero and Miller behind them. Tackles for loss had 6 from Damon Wilson, 4 sacks. He was outstanding. Jordan Hall 4 and 2.5, Christian Miller 2 and the 1. And now for Alabama, we had Simpson 24, 31, 263, 2 passing touchdowns, but did throw 3 picks, 2 of them being late in the game. Haynes 15 for 73, Henderson 1 for 2, Richard Young 1 for 5. Receiving game, Lockwood 7 for 48, Ryan Williams 7 for 134 and a tutty. I mean, really had a nice day. Richard Young had the other touchdown for them. And interceptions for Alabama, you had Xavier Brown had 1. Leading tackle guy was Rousseau, 16 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. Their sack goes to Beeman. I guess I should just go over who had the interceptions. Ellis Robinson, Daniel Harris, Julian Humphrey, the 3 main cornerbacks on this team. None of which, obviously, Harris and Humphrey cannot come back. Ellis Robinson, I highly doubt, is going to come back. got the big victory, taking care of business. We're not going to advance the week. Going to do the the regular season / conference championship recap here in the next episode with all the awards, all Americans, so on and so forth. I started doing this after the last season of the Tulane Dynasty. But yeah, 3 straight SEC titles. Obviously nice to accomplish that. But yeah, get the job done there. But yeah, not going to advance the week until the next episode. But if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. The reason why I'm not going over stats, we're doing the next episode. But yeah, if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Check out my Tulane Dynasty and my Atlanta Hawks franchise that's on the channel. And thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, peace.